Creating a SEO friendly WordPress website is not as difficult as a lot of people think. So WordPress is, in my opinion, one of the best platforms if you're trying right now to rank in Google. And there's so many different reasons why. But the biggest reason I would say is the customization that you can do on WordPress it far surpasses what you can do with similar kind of website building platforms like Wix or Squarespace or Shopify. And obviously I create content on all of those types of platforms as well. But if your main aim is to, or one of your main aims is to rank in Google, and you want, especially if you want to rank for some competitive keywords, then creating a WordPress website gives you the best opportunity to do that. And once you kind of install WordPress and you start playing about with it, you'll start to understand why. And like I said, like the customization within WordPress is phenomenal as well, not just with the SEO features and the backend stuff, so the HTML that you can customize and all of that kind of stuff. It kind of allows you to change the whole look and feel of your website almost instantaneously as well, with different themes that you can add and all of those kinds of things. But without getting too technical, I wanted to use this video to break down how you can simply and easily get started with WordPress and make your WordPress website SEO friendly. So some of the basics, and I will obviously be doing follow-up videos to this that get a little bit more technical. So this video is kindly sponsored by one.com. They are a WordPress website hosting company. And that's the very first thing you'll need to have a WordPress website, is you need somewhere to host your website. So WordPress itself is free. You can install WordPress for free once you have your host set up. So what you could do is you can head on over to one.com and go to their hosting features. And they actually have a plan that starts from £1.99 a month, but that's billed yearly. And you can actually get 50% off your very first year if you use the code SAMDAY. And once you get signed up with one.com, then you can easily install WordPress with just a few clicks, and then you'll have your WordPress website ready to go. So there are a couple of things that you want to do to ensure that once you have your WordPress website set up, that is SEO friendly. And the first thing is you want to go to settings in your WordPress website, and then you want to go to where it says permalinks, and then you want to change it to post name. What this means is when you're blogging on your WordPress website, and blogging is something that I highly recommend that you do. I've got so many videos on this channel where I speak about the importance of blogging to help you with SEO and ranking in Google, and I'll leave some of those in the description down below. But what this does is it allows for WordPress to automatically change the URL of every blog post to the name of the blog post. So obviously you might want to go in and change it manually anyway. And if you have watched some of my SEO videos, you will know the importance of that. But if you forget for whatever reason, then you know that, it's at least it's optimized for the name of the blog post that you are putting out. And that is really, really good in terms of your search engine optimization. So another thing that I really wanted to highly focus on is the plugins feature. And this, in my opinion, is the absolute best feature of WordPress. There are plugins in WordPress for almost everything. So I wanted to kind of share a caveat here as well, because one of the things that helps with search engine optimization and ranking in Google is the speed of your website. So how quickly your website can load. And there are actually plugins that can help you to speed up your website. So for example, W3 Total Cache is a plugin that you can use and I use. It's a free plugin. Obviously they have premium features, but it's a cache plugin that kind of helps to speed up your website in essence. So these cache plugins, as I said, can really help you to make your website load a lot quicker. So if you already have a WordPress website and you're noticing that actually it's taken a while to load up, you might want to install a cache plugin. The only caveats to installing plugins, and obviously this is a little bit counterintuitive, especially that I've just mentioned a cache plugin, but if you add too many plugins to your website, it can actually slow down your site. And there are certain plugins as well that can slow down your site if it's not built well, or maybe it's kind of, sometimes you add a plugin to your WordPress website and it conflicts with some of the other plugins that you've got, and it kind of messes up what you've got going on. So even though the plugins feature in WordPress is fantastic, you want to ensure that you only install the plugins that you feel you actually really need, that are going to really help in your business or in your SEO in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, get rid of the plugin or don't install the plugins that are just not necessary, because too many can slow down your site. So having a fast loading website is a SEO ranking that platforms like Google use to determine whether how well your site is going to rank in Google. And that's another thing. It's difficult to change the speed of your Wix or Squarespace website. Yeah, there are things that you can do, but it's difficult. Whereas in WordPress, the customization is more so in your hands. So another plugin that you're going to want to utilize is an SEO plugin, essentially, that allows you to optimize your site. So optimize your pages, your SEO descriptions, your titles, your URLs, all of those kinds of things. You want a plugin that's going to help you with all of those things. And one.com actually have their own plugin as well called Rank Math. So with Rank Math, it kind of allows you to ensure that each page of your website is SEO friendly by allowing you to create a meta title and a meta description for each page on your site. It also has some schema markup options as well. So I've done videos on schema markup before. I don't want this video to get too overcomplicated, so I'll just leave those videos in the description down below. But essentially, schema markup allows you to give more information to the search engines about each individual page on your website. So for example, when you go to Google and you type something in and it's a question, for example, or a recipe or whatever it might be, you might see like a little drop down menu, and that drop down menu kind of has some information there from websites. It has some rich snippets there. So you can give your website, your WordPress website, the best chance of ranking in these kind of sections in Google that you will see. That's just one example of schema markup, but you give your website the best possible opportunity of ranking in these different parts of Google when you tell Google more about your site. And schema markup allows you to do that. So another thing that you want is to ensure that you reduce the file sizes of the media that you upload to your website. And this is the case for any platform that you're using, but with WordPress, they make it easier for you. So I would recommend, if you're uploading an image or a video to your website, you can literally go to Google and type in, file reducer, and you should find a website that allows you to reduce the file of your video or of your image. Now, obviously, if you're hosting your videos on Vimeo or on YouTube, then you don't have to worry about this. But if you're uploading a picture directly to your WordPress website, then pictures take up a lot of file size, and that can slow down your website. So what you might want to do is reduce the file size on these platforms first, and then upload the image to your WordPress website. But also, there are plugins as well that can help you if you already have a WordPress site and you have loads of images, then manually going over every single image and trying to reduce the file size is going to be a lot of work. So there are plugins that you can literally use to help you to reduce the file sizes and compress the file sizes of the images currently on your website and new images that you might upload to your website as well. And with all of this being said, obviously you want to ensure that you just follow the best practices of SEO that I speak about on this YouTube channel anyway. So things like updating your website often can, ensure that, the Google robots are coming to your site more often. If you're not regularly updating your site, then you're training Google to not come back to your site often, because there's not that much content for them to come and see. There's not much to see here. So they're not going to send their robots to your website often. You also want to make sure that you have SEO friendly titles when you're creating your product pages or your blog articles. And obviously you want to follow the SEO best principles that I speak about on this YouTube channel anyway. So you want to do some keyword research. You want to know what the keywords are that you want to rank for in Google. You can do some competitor research as well using, certain SEO tools as well, which are really, really good. A feature that I really like as well with the Rank Math, the one.com's Rank Math, is they have an AI assistant that can help you with your content writing as well. So if you're writing a blog post on your WordPress website, it can actually give you suggestions in terms of what you should add, what you should include to ensure that that web page has the best possible chance of ranking in Google. So one of the things that you will need to do, as I mentioned, is knowing what keywords you want to rank for in Google, whether that be for a product page or if you're doing some content marketing, which I speak about a lot on this YouTube channel, then you want to ensure that you're blogging consistently and putting those keywords in key places on your web pages. So if you're putting out a new product or a new blog article, making sure the keyword is in the URL, making sure the keyword is in the title of that page and in the body of the description of that page. This is all really important when it comes to your search engine optimization. And those are, it's not just WordPress, but whatever platform you're using, then it's really important for you to make sure that you're including your keywords, that you're doing keyword research and all of the SEO stuff that I speak about heavily on this channel and in the formula. But a huge thank you again to one.com for sponsoring this video. I'm going to be leaving links to one.com in the description down below, as well as information on how you can get your 50% off for your first year of hosting with them. Simply just use the coupon code SAMDAY. But as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.